Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And the question swirled around Green Bay all offseason, agency and through the draft. Did they
now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 58 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 57 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
On the return.
The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 19 carries for an even 100 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
The Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He's got Smith here. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching teams to help.
And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. At their own 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. But after the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the run for
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Rodgers with the handoff to Aaron Jones. Devin McCourty on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
7-7. Our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Packers.
On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Rodgers.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Mark 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 21-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's caught by Funchess. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
At the 50-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying
yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. First down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it will be intercepted.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Funches has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards the pick up there.
Out of bounds at the 40.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Nothing on that one, it'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. 3rd down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach in this day?
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right?
Brees is intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
To Mercedes Lewis.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude to move this behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Harris to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to the Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects. And yes, he can still play.
From the gun, it's Brees. That's complete to Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
The 24-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do.
That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
23 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Complete. This is Lewis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
With a handoff to Aaron.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Aaron Jones.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Saints 14.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Intended for Benny Fowler, incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Airing it deep for Fowler. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
And goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So that'll back them up 5. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's caught. And he's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Cameron Jordan.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Third down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Breeze now on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby connects hits on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Intended for Jared.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Off by Darnell Savage. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities. Extreme confidence in his teammates. Never thinks the game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.